Welcome back, comrades, to DIY by NZguy. Today's a quick project. Just gonna hang up some of my favorite Ozito power exchange tools. All of them run off these power exchange batteries, which are pretty nifty. I've got a wall here. I'm just gonna use some of these hooks that you can get at the ruble store. This one costs 6 New Zealand rubles for a pack of 3. Not a bad deal. Better than buying at a hardware store, which goes up to 8 or something, or 10. So something like this. Hold it. Mount it, screw it on. As long as they're all hanging kind of neat, nice and tidy, and not actually somewhere in a basket on the floor, will be a great help. So my idea is to just use regular jib screws. It's just got to be strong enough just to hold it in place. I think these should work fine. But should make easy work of this sheet of wood, some kind of hard MDF, just nice and thin, barely 4mm thick. So yeah, stick around, and what I'll do is, first I think we'll approach it from the technical side. We're going to place the tools around on the bench, figure out how the hook's going to work, the orientation, the positioning, play around with that a bit so that we can then translate it from the table onto the wall, make it look pretty. So stick around and have a look. Just a side note, I found these screws inside the pack, which is going to help me quite a bit. Might as well use these. Just going to pre-puncture the hole, help these go in a bit easier. I'll play around with arrangements. And these kind of big hooks, yeah, they seem to be working quite well. Just not going to put them exactly straight because I want the tools to hang in there naturally. So I'm going to more or less adjust the angle of when I'm hanging them. Same thing for the other ones. Works quite well on majority. Just a couple of tools that need a bit of a different approach. This one as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to approach this logically, because if I'm coming up to the wall and grabbing the tools, I want them to be, so that's my shoulder height, I want them to be just under the shoulder height, so it's easy to grab, take it away, put it back, swing them back on. So most common ones should be on the bottom, which I think is the drill, the impact driver, and a grinder. So I'll keep them right here. Next ones are, I think I've got the multi-tool and the reciprocating saw, and the last ones that I don't use that often, just going to be at the top, which is going to be the sander and the circular saw, because I don't plan to take the circular saw too many times off, so it'll be alright if it hands up there. Same thing for the sander. This is all the tools I've got at the moment, which is my initial collection, but I'm quite happy with it. I'm just happy just to hang them up on there. When I get more tools, obviously I'll be taking down this wall, I'll be clearing everything back there, clearing back here, and possibly losing one of these posts and reinforcing it with something else. It'll be a big project later on, but at the moment it's just a nice quick project just to get myself organized in the garage so I can do more work. My plan is to just take the tool, okay, feel like, okay, yep, it's hanging naturally, it's hanging kind of pretty. I don't like it on an angle, I like it to be kind of straight, you know, symmetrical. So, but the bracket itself is actually on the angle as per the line behind it, which is pretty horizontal. what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tool off, keep holding it with my thumb, trace the edge out with a pencil or put a couple of marks in there and just drill it in. Well, first I'll puncture the hole using the pokey bit, and then I'll drill the hole in and just secure it with the screw. And then the next tool, I'll just do one tool at a time, that way I can get the positioning a little bit better. Can move one tool. If I'm not happy with the position, I can just take it off and re-drill it. As I said, I'm not too fussed with this board, it's just there temporarily. But before I do that, I do want to give it a bit of a dusting. So stay tuned and see how it goes. Sweet, got the first row done. Kind of hang there, yeah, a little bit loosey-goosey. But since there's not a vital place to have them secured, let's just keep them there. That looks good. I'm going to continue on to the next one, and another one, and then another one, and then another one. Here we go. Roll number 2 done. Looks fairly neat. As I said, this is about my shoulder height right there. Should be easy to pick up. Pick them all up. Next is the biggest one. I don't want to push it on a trigger. I was thinking about having it like that, but I don't like it pushing down on a trigger all the time. I don't know why, just my opinion. You know, that's where the rubber meets the road. The 100-kilo gorilla engages the machine, so better leave it untouched as long as you can. This seems to kind of work. Not as easy to hook on, but fairly close. This one is pretty heavy, so it's about 3 to 4 kilos, something like that. So luckily I've got a hole there, and the other one actually does go into a proper beam somewhere there, which must be this one, which should hold it well. And yeah, we'll attach it and see how it'll look soon, eh? Alright, there we go. This one keeps falling down. Yeah, just leave it as is. So it looks good. I'm quite happy with how it is at the moment, but we can always make it better. So I've got a few little improvement ideas, so just stick around and I'll improve this corner. Welcome back, comrades. Just finishing the quick project. Got all the tools heading. Obviously Ozito power exchange ones. Just a little small additions like extra screw to hang the extra discs. These couple of little boxes, just drill them nice and carefully. I would suggest use a wood drill bit, something like that. Obviously smaller. Focus. There we go. Nope. There we go. So it cuts through plastic, just going nice and softly. What I did is I used high speed and let the plastic kind of melt, so that way it doesn't crack, it just melts it and you're all good. Just going to show you how to drill a hole in this flimsy plastic wood drill bit. Set your revs to max. Find it something to support it under. Okay, hopefully you can see this one. Okay, find where you need it to drill and just go hard out. Just okay, hopefully then plastic will kind of melt. Push down gently. There we go. So the melting bit is just on there, as you can see, nice and deformed. Sticks to the drill bit, but the result is no cracks. It's kind of melted through and reinforcing the edges. Cool. We'll do the other hole just so you know how it's done. Okay, there we go. There we go. Just be nice and patient, nice and slow. And that way you'll get a nice result. Cool, no cracking. Otherwise when you push hard, it just cracks across. Nice and melted, but still comes off. Excellent. Hope you have learned something. So they're not permanent, as I said, they're just to hang there. Most importantly, they see through, so you can know exactly what's inside. And yeah, as I'm going to find more pieces for all these tools, I'm going to put them around here. Also a small addition to help this hang in there a little bit better. Ta-da! Hey, we just made a little bit of a hole. Yeah, using our trusty multi-tool, because there's nothing there, nothing important. So we just easily make it so it's hanging there a little bit better. It all looks good. I'm quite happy with how it's going. Overview of this quick little project of hanging my Ozito tools. Power exchange. I bought these ones a little bit prematurely. I thought they will help me, but I actually didn't use any of them. So what you want to do is just go out and buy these nice big hooks. They're thin metal, as I said, about 6 New Zealand rubles. The type that I got, it's just this one. Hard head, 3 pieces. So I used up 7. The size is 105mm wide by 80mm deep. There you go, around 105, and it steps out about an 80. So yeah, not bad hooks. They do the job of holding on there. Nothing is going to fall off. I just know that this one needed extra fastening because of the weight, simply the weight. It's almost twice as heavy as any of the other tools, even this one. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and as always, this has been DIY by NZ Guy. Hope you have learned something. Just a side note, Ozito is not a sponsoring brand. It's the tools I can afford and the tools I can use.